everybody, it's Susan here, and did you know that our mindsets are so important to every aspect of our lives? Now, we all instinctively know this is true, because when we're in a bad mood, it's because of our mindset is off, and it colors how we see the world, right? Everything can be exactly the same in regards to our outer circumstance, but when we're in a dark mood, it's like the world seems gray and depressing, and people can look hostile and things can seem really bleak. However, have you noticed that the next day you could wake up and be in a completely different mood and feel amazing? So what's the difference? Well, it's our mindset. So nothing might have changed at all in our external circumstance, but our whole way of seeing our life has changed, and that affects pretty much how our whole day goes. Because what we allow our mind to dwell on is the game changer when it comes to how our lives unfold. Now, we are not our minds, but our mind has been given to us as an amazing tool that our spirit, our consciousness can use. So when we allow our true selves, our conscious awareness to control our mind, great things happen. But when we allow our minds to control us, well, they can sometimes sabotage our best efforts to build the life that we want. Now, I've noticed, myself included, all of us, many people led around by our minds, and we have no idea, or we lose, conscious awareness of this, that we can actually be the captain of our own ship and direct the course of our lives by how we choose to think. So when you choose to take hold of your mind, you can chart that course and achieve goals that you had no idea was possible up until now. Now, some people think that others are just lucky and they get all the breaks. However, what they don't see is the small, almost imperceptible choices that the lucky ones make that cause them to be so lucky. Okay, so take a busy airport, for example. Okay, there are planes taking off at exactly the same location hundreds of times a day. However, while they may all take off at the same place, their destination is drastically different. Like, one may be heading to New York, another to Berlin, another to London, while another's final destination could be Dubai, okay? So what causes all these planes to land in different places? Well, it's the pilot, of course, okay? It's the pilot. The pilot is charting the course. Now, in the same way that the pilot determines the direction and the ultimate landing place of that aircraft, you determine the trajectory of your life and the various destinations that you want to visit. So let's think about some places that maybe you would like to visit right now in your life, all right? So what would a healthy, fit, toned body feel like? Your mind, it can take you there. Another one is, how would you feel if you had savings in the bank and you had a solid financial plan, like a budget for your plan, for your household that gave you financial stability? Your mind, it can take you there. Okay, what about loving and respectful relationships with uplifting and positive people? Your mind can take you there too. It can take you to all those different destinations. So how would you feel if you felt joyful and abundant and full of enthusiasm most of the time, like above 90%? Now, I say above 90% because of pain is just a part of this life, and none of us could escape pain 100% of the time, but our minds can take us to a good place most of the time. So all these things are not a matter of luck or fate. They're choices that we make with our mind. So don't excuse your mind and let it off the hook for not bringing about the life that the real you, the authentic you desires, okay? So I have seen people change their whole lives when they choose to take hold of their minds and then direct that power how they choose, rather than allowing their mind to run them unconsciously. Now, it's not rocket science. It's following like simple principles that will get you from where you are now to where you want to be, all right? It's just like going to the gym and increasing your strength. It's really not difficult. All you need is a little bit of instruction and consistency. Anyone can have a stellar body if they just take hold of their mind and direct it. It's like taking hold of that mind power and directing it where you want to go. Now, you can take this principle of controlling the direction of your mind and apply it to any situation, and it will work. Whether you want to lose 20 pounds, if you want to learn to scuba dive or invest in stocks or maybe master guitar. Like, when you take hold of your mind, you can achieve what's ever in your heart to do. I promise you, you really, really can. Now, I'd like to share with you a simple formula that I like to call the magic mindset. Now, the magic mindset is simply a place where you feel good. Because when when you're in a good mood, not only you're affected by that good mood, but it also affects the people around you too. And have you ever noticed how the people who seem to be magnetically drawn to those who are uplifting and positive? That's the magic mindset. When you choose good thoughts, you're choosing the magic mindset, and you can start charting your way to good destinations. So when you start broadcasting good thoughts, it's like others can pick up on your energy, on that frequency, and it tells them who you are and how you expect to be treated. I've seen it happen in my own life, and how you see yourself really is of vital importance. It really will change your life. So if you don't believe me, I'm gonna want you to try a little experiment and see for yourself. I've personally done this a few times, and I'm always shocked at the results every time I do this. So here we go. Ready for the experiment? Okay, most of the time when I go to the grocery store, when I go grocery shopping, my mind's just focused. I make a list. It's just focused on getting the items on the list. It's not a very memorable occasion. I literally just take the stuff off the shelves, put them in my cart, check out and go. However, every time I go to the grocery store with my mind consciously focused on feeling good and attracting good and rating good to everyone in the store, it's insane. It's like people literally start smiling at me with this rather puzzled look on their face, and it seems to work every time. Now, what have I done here? What I've done is I've taken control of my mind and I've harnessed its power, and people can literally feel the difference. It's like I'm in that sweet spot, in that magic mindset, so to speak. Now, when you take hold of your mind and choose to direct it, you're going to be astounded at how your life starts to shift. It's like people often mirror back to you what you're projecting in that moment. I see it all the time. This is the power of the real you, the authentic you, your consciousness taking hold of your mind and directing your life. Now, I'm going to be sharing more in the days ahead about living a conscious life and directing your mind rather than your mind directing you. So until then, I want you to focus on the good. Just focus on good, focus on the good destinations, put yourself into that magic mindset and expect your life to take flight. And because remember, the power to transform your life, it's already within you. Have a great day.